have a way of doing it to you. And you know, they love you, but they always make you feel like everyone else is just doing so much better than you every day. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Everyone else is crushing it. Buying Ferraris, winning Super Bowls, dating supermodels. Yeah, it's hard to compete with that. Every day I hear my mom, she's like, yeah, so I talked to Smita the other day, yeah, her son, he's doing very well. He's doing a cardiac law fellowship at Harvard. On his side, he's working at Goldman Sachs, and he also has a non-profit feeding starving children in Kenya. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm not talking about Sanjay Shetty, okay? Sounds a lot like him. Sounds a lot like him, it's not him. By the way, he just married Aishwarya Rai's younger sister, and he bought his parents a flat in Mangalore, Hampankatta. You might not know what that is, but it's like Park Avenue and Fifth Avenue combined into one in India.
Welcome to Dreamcatchers. Our special guest today is Vice President at Goldman Sachs, who has a huge passion for stand-up comedy. He's also one of our star performers at New England Choice Awards on October 27. Please join me in welcoming Ashish Shetty.
Manju, thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. So, you have a background which is really very special. Phillips Academy, Columbia University, then Goldman Sachs. How does stand-up comedy fit into all this?
Well, stand-up comedy for me has always been a passion because I like making people laugh. And I like observing the world. I grew up watching Seinfeld and the classic observational humor of New York. And for me, it's just a way of making sense and making light of what can often be a confusing, difficult world. Stand-up comedy is a way of saying, hey, let's take a step back and let's laugh a little bit. Life doesn't need to always be a little too serious.
So where do you get your inspiration from?
I get it from all over. Like Seinfeld, I like the idea of observational comedy. So humor can come in everyday moments. I do get a lot of inspiration from my parents. My mom and my dad are both classic Indian parents. Very loving, but also very particular about their goals and what they want. So they provide a lot of material for sure. I mean, my mom, lovely, beautiful woman.
Cal Shetty, who everybody knows.
Cal Shetty, who most people probably know.
Yes.
But growing up as her son, she gave me a lot of material because always very nice, but very, hey, you got to achieve. We didn't move to this country for you to be a bum, okay? You better do some big things. Otherwise, and we didn't spend winter in New England for you to be doing nothing. So those sort of things give you a lot of pressure, but a lot of motivation too, to achieve.
And material for life.
Great material for life. There's always laughs. My American friends especially love hearing the stories of my parents.
Now it's become, all these Indian stories have become very popular, especially with the Big Bang Theory and all these shows, right?
Very popular. I think people are interested in hearing the Indian experience because we are a very unique people. We in some ways are very serious and very goal-oriented, but we also like to dance and have fun and joke around. So it's we're not too stuck up, which is what I think people like about us.
Absolutely. Now, on a different note, you are the upcoming president of BANA in 2019, I believe, right?
Correct.
And you're also the youngest president.
Yes.
And a lot of people are looking up to you. You've been a great mentor for kids in our community as well. So, giving back is very important to you, obviously. So, share with our viewers some of the things that you do for BANA.
Sure. So BANA is an organization that I've been a part of for as long as I can remember. My mother was actually the president of it in 2009. And so I saw what she did and saw that at some point in a community, people are looking for someone to take leadership. And leadership does not mean taking credit or asking for the limelight. It means doing all the little things, bringing people together to create a goal and to create a platform for people to connect. So I view it as a great honor. I think it'll be a lot of work. But for me, it's not about the spotlight. It's about being the person to take charge and help a community when they need some leadership.
And it'll be very inspirational for all our kids as well. You know, because with your success, they know if you can do it, then maybe they would want to do it as well.
I think so. And Manju, that's a great point because I think certainly at many points in my life, I've had mentors. both cousins and people I've worked with and friends who have taken me aside and said, what you're doing is good, but you can do things better. And people who took the time to give criticism, but also give you a reminder that you can achieve big things. Because if you don't have those mentors, you don't know what you can achieve, especially when you're young. You can get stuck in, I'm from a certain place, I am limited to certain things, but knowing that the sky's the limit. It's something actually my mom would always say, which is a motto I try to live by.
Okay, wonderful. Now, what are some of your other hobbies apart from stand-up comedy?
So stand-up is obviously a big passion. I've gotten really into running actually. So I'm training for the New York Marathon in a few weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Which is crazy because, you know, I grew up as more of a good sprinter, a good short distance runner. I hated running. Running for me was punishment. And I started going running with my dad, and he would tell me, let's just go. You don't have to go fast. Go as slowly as you want. And I grew to really enjoy those runs with my dad. We'd go for 5-6 mile runs in the neighborhood in North Andover. And now I made it a challenge. I like doing things that I'm not necessarily good at, but that with effort you can get better at. And it's amazing to see. I did 20 miles last week.
Oh my goodness.
And to see I couldn't even run, 5 miles a few years ago. So the idea
6 more miles then, right?
6 more, yeah. I hope I can do those last 6. That'll be the challenge.
You can. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you. I think there's an app or something you can check my progress.
Okay, we'll do that now. Of course, you are our star performer for New England Choice Awards, where you'll be taking a very light-hearted look at Indian achievers. So, is this could you share what you're preparing for us, and where you said you get a lot of material from your mom also, so could you share some of that with our viewers?
Yeah, my mom gives me a lot of great material. I mean, I remember my mom drags me shopping. Regardless of how old I am, it's like I'm 5 years old. So she'd bring me to the mall, and it's like, oh, Ashu, beta, remember we would go to the mall together, so much fun, and she'll drag me there, and she'll take me to some of these stores, and I remember going to one of these kind of younger women style stores, and she says, Ashu, just wait right here, it'll only be 5 minutes. And I go and I wait, and it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm feeling like a real creep. Because I'm just this adult guy in the store with all these younger women. And my mom comes out and she says, Ashu, what do you think of all these skirts? They look good on me. I said, Mom, I think they look good, but maybe you should wear something a little more age appropriate. And she says, Ashu, the store is called Forever 21. There's no age limit. They said forever. And look, as a finance person, you got to respect the name and the agreement. So forever, you can do it as long as you want.
Oh my goodness, I think our audience is going to have a great time on October 27. We look forward to having you there, and thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Manju.